You have just made the best decision of your life. Welcome to From the Chat.
Would you rather have your partner cheat on you in front of the entire world or in private?
Like me and my journey, Sachimani in the summer, we're gonna have beef.
And then it dies of starvation. What now?
Don't play. I saw the Instagram.
I'm a winner at life.
Because we don't want to spoil the movie. We don't want to watch it.
All it is critical thinking, honestly.
A lot of things has changed. It's been a while. I think the biggest thing that's changed since we last spoke to the millions of listeners that watch all the time, obviously,
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, hey mom. Is Steven's lost 80 fucking pounds.
80?
Steven is a baddie in these streets, bro.
It's 80?
Yeah, I was 320. I'm 240.
Oh, yo, can we give it a round of applause? Yay!
Come on, yo. Come on, yo.
How
Put
was
in the
it?
comments what's the most weight you've ever lost if you're looking to lose weight. If you're looking for inspiration, I mean, look at the man in the middle right here. Oh my God.
The man, the myth, the legend. He's back.
Come on.
Yeah.
What else has changed? John has had
I got a
two
new
more
couch.
kids.
Chill, man. Whoa.
Bro, people gonna believe that shit.
Damn, man.
You okay? You have a new
I fell
couch.
in love. That's
You
me.
fell in love. Oh, let's talk about that for 2 seconds. Go ahead. Fell in love with what?
I fell in love with myself. I've been in a journey to search my true
This
meaning.
cliche ass motherfucker, bro.
No, because you don't want me back because I just can't talk about it
Okay.
right now. What's new? I got a new couch. My Eagles are 9-1. We're about to be 10-1. I mean 10-2. You know what I'm saying?
Did you guys win it last year?
My son is growing. My son is healthy. My mom is healthy. My grandma's
bless.
healthy. I can't complain. I can. You can. You always had worse days, but it's no point in
Yeah.
that.
Did the
Push
Eagles win it
forward.
last year?
Did we win it last year? No. We haven't. We won it.
So can we insert a clip of John talking about the Eagles this time last year before we went on a hiatus?
Oh no. You could like put it through every year. I say we're gonna win every year. I'm a delusional fan. What's the
Respect
fan?
us.
That's
Yeah,
respect.
man.
Like I say the Celtics are gonna win every year. It just sometimes
That's not delusion.
you know what I'm saying? Just
Now it's not delusion.
you know what I mean?
The past 70 years it was.
Hey, we on top.
We've been in the playoffs every year.
Yo, we on top, and also I haven't been having that back and forth banter with John in a while. John hasn't been saying nothing to us for a while now.
Hey, listen, I read a stat the other day. The Heat are 2-12 against the Celtics.
Yeah, the 2 times we won is game 7. Boom. Drop it. Game 7 to the finals. Drop it right there. Yes, sir. Yeah, quiet.
Same way you dropped the chip.
Yeah.
Hey, we've been
Jimmy,
there twice in the last 30 years. I mean, no, we've been there 6 times in the last 30 years. Y'all been there what? 1 time? Twice. I'm sorry. No, 3 times. That's right.
And we won it twice.
Good job.
I mean, hey, it's okay. It's coming back.
Oh, we won it twice too.
We can move. We can move on if y'all want to know more about what's been happening with us personally. Probably just go to our Patreon. Put it in the link in the bottom. Just go to our Patreon.
How about you?
Ask
What's
any
new with
questions.
you?
What is that?
You're looking husky. Like you've been working out. Like
I've been working out, but honestly, I haven't been working out. Actually, I'd rather say I haven't been working out like that. It's been busy over here. I've started this new endeavor. I've been behind the camera more, and that's just making me even more busy.
So
And then we had company over too, so it's like this. And the holiday season, like it's just been busy. I've been eating bad. You know what I mean?
why don't you tell them about your new job behind the camera? You're a fluffer now, right?
Yo, you fucking stole my joke. You
I
piece of
saw
shit.
it. I was like, I'm gonna get this.
I was
one.
like, well,
I started
on-
talking and I got interrupted,
was
and then he
kidding.
was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take that one."
on that note, let's get into the actual topics. Let's get into the actual topics. Steven, what's the craziest
Wow.
thing that
What a
what's the
segue.
crazy? Yeah, what's the craziest thing that's happened
I
this week?
mean, you can talk about the CEO shooting. That's pretty crazy right now.
Admittedly, I don't know too much about it. All I've seen was the picture of the CEO shooter that looked like Anne Hathaway. That's all I saw. You nobody saw that?
So he's
No.
beautiful.
Amazing, gorgeous. You
Why
didn't
would
see
you-
that there's a picture of like half of his face or something like that?
There's a
Yeah.
picture of a guy who's at like a store talking to a
Yeah.
girl with his mask down, and they're saying
Yeah.
that they're like, "Oh, that's like the prime suspect." I feel so bad for that guy. He has a different jacket and a different book bag on,
That's funny.
No. Let's ignore the fact that this dude ignored almost every single camera and just stopped by a baddie. Was like, "Hey, yo, hold on, yo, what's up, shorty? How you doing? How you moving today?"
That's not him though.
That's
Of
funny.
course.
Whatever picture it was, if it's that picture of him or it's not him, the picture that's going around has him side by side with Anne Hathaway. Now Anne Hathaway is the killer.
Yo,
So,
not my Catwoman. You crazy as hell.
are you still going to support her if she's a murderer?
Hell yeah, bro. I'm in love with her Catwoman, bro. That is
Mm,
top. I know Halle Berry. Shout out to her. Amazing.
salute.
And Zoe Kravitz. Oof, my
Zoe
goodness.
Kravitz
Oh yeah.
Catwoman was
Oh yeah.
gas.
My
True, true.
goodness. You know what? Anne Hathaway moves to number 2. She's a killer. I'm onto Zoe. I just remember how fire she looked in Catwoman. Yeah. That's my
Okay.
Catwoman now.
Okay, Anne Hathaway is the Anne
But
Hathaway
does
is
Catwoman beat Storm from the X-Men?
Who? Storm?
Storm.
that's Halle Berry too.
Is it Halle Berry too? Never mind.
Yeah.
That's also Halle Berry.
Yo, Halle, shout out, man. You did a great
Listen,
thing.
if you do it twice and you do it good, you the GOAT.
She comes back.
That's true. Steven, tell everyone like what's actually going on because I don't know anything about what
So
happened with
basically,
that.
the CEO of United Healthcare was shot a couple times, I think 3, 4 times. And the shooter was very delicate, I guess to say, for lack of a better word, about the shooting because he picked up every bullet casing and then he left 3 stating deny, defend, depose, or something along those lines, which is written in a book about it being a lawyer's like blueprint, right? You deny the claims, you defended the court, you defend in front of the court, and then you depose of the witnesses or some shit like that. Well, not depose. The other word is defend, deny, defend, and then I forgot the other word is, but the guy changed the last word.
If it's another D, I like it.
Oh, you like these, huh?
No, I like triple D's.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
You like that?
Um,
Yo, I'm cooking right now.
what is so the book is about a lawyer?
Deny, defend, depose is, I haven't read the book myself. This is what I read from somewhere else. Is that that like quote is like the lawyer's like blueprint to like winning a case. You deny the claims, you defend the whoever the fuck is being accused, and then I forgot the last word, but that's basically the gist of it.
So is this guy a like vigilante? Like, does he have like to have it out against this insurance
The 1%.
company?
I think it's more so like someone's got to do something, right? Like insurance is almost $600 a month for the
Mhm.
average American. That's a lot of fucking money.
$600 a month?
Yeah,
Wait,
and
what
the
type of
problem
insurance
is
you getting?
that's the cheapest.
Like health insurance? We talking
Yeah,
about?
that's the cheapest health insurance you can get unless you work somewhere with a discount. That's the cheapest.
Oh yeah, through your employer is not going to be no $600 a month.
Yeah, no. If you don't have an employer who provides
Like,
insurance, it's
Nah,
like $600.
collections got me. They get all my paperwork and shit like that.
oh, you just go to the hospital and let it go.
Oh man, they're not,
Yeah, but that's because you're young. You have to think about it like you're 60
Um,
years old and you got a cough that you can't really fucking handle because you've been smoking your whole fucking life. You need a
Hookah.
PCP. Yeah.
I'm not that young. I just hit 30. You feel me? That's something new. That's
Oof.
something new.
That's
Is
still
your-
fairly young.
That is young.
Um,
Not even halfway.
do you have any new pains? Any new body pains?
Oh my god, my backside hurt the day I turned 30 because I was like, what
So-
the fuck?
Man, you celebrated OD with the D's, huh?
Hey yo, brother, please.
Yo,
I don't know.
This-
You said you. Hold
Nah,
on. You
that-
said that you.
That part is getting
said you
cut
love
off.
the
It's not even
Ds.
going online. It's not even going
Oh,
online.
okay. You
you
forgot who
scratch-
edits now, right?
Oh, shit.
so the shooter we don't know anything right now. It could be whatever right now. It could be someone who was done dirty by this insurance company. It could be someone who went down a YouTube rabbit hole of insurance companies. He's like, nah, I gotta do something about this.
Well, I mean,
Could be
based on the
anybody.
way he act, for sure he's trained to kill. He's ex.
He's a professional. Yeah, 100%. He didn't
He's
miss a single
something.
shot. He didn't miss a shot. The guy, like,
He's
the way
also he's also very knowledgeable on weapons because he took out a part of the silencer that forcibly ejects the casings, right? Because you can shoot, it'll eject the casing for you, and then you shoot again. But this is what I read. Again, I am no expert. I just read this.
Mhm.
You saw that he shot and he would manually eject the casings. Shoot again, manually eject the casings. Because there's
So
a
it's
spring that ejects the casings for you, but supposedly the gun didn't have that in it. So he was manually pulling the bullets
And
out, the casings out.
they know that because of the video and seeing him manually pull it out, or they got the weapon.
I don't want to say they know. You can't say they know, but it's assumed that because the bullet casings didn't go flying, right? Because he's not fucking Superman. He's not gonna catch them like as they're fucking coming out. That shit's fucking pretty fucking fast.
Yeah.
That's the assumption.
Besides rest in peace to the man. Condolences to his family and everybody around it.
Mhm.
He's still a human being, you know what I'm saying? So
are the millions that have died because of the lack of healthcare. But go on.
we gonna give.
You know who else is a human being? Adolf Hitler's another human being, but we say fuck him, right? Because he killed billions of people.
Wait, hold on.
Depending on what side you stand on.
Wait, hold on.
I guess that's true.
Is Steven making a case that this murder was just? Is that what you're doing?
100% just. Every murder of any billionaire CEO in healthcare.
This is definitely getting cut off.
Yeah, I need to edit point.
Nah, you don't gotta edit this out. 100%.
Are you crazy?
How am I crazy?
Point blank murder. You're justifying that point blank murder because this guy's a CEO of a health insurance company.
I'd rather him burn hell.
Okay, again, you have after this murder. People didn't even stop for his body. He was supposed to be at a meeting. People walked over his body. This is how shows you how rich,
it was New York, right?
Shows you how cold-blooded these fucking rich people are. They stepped over his body and they started the meeting on fucking time after the fucking knowing the fact that the man was shot point blank. They didn't give a fuck.
Are we gonna call him cold or responsible?
Hey, we started this pre-production of y'all saying I was late and putting, you know what I'm saying, and giving me the shit because I was late. So now you're gonna say that these people are cold for stepping over this dead body and being on time?
No. They're cold for stepping over the dead body. 100%.
Knowing
that there was a murder within your group of friends. Friends. Let me.
But you're saying
now that it was New York City. So like, think about this: you're a millionaire, you're a billionaire. You're walking by, you see this guy just laying on the ground. He's a
dude, that's what I'm saying. Did they see this guy get shot and then step over him and go, or did they see a body on the ground and they just
with
like, oh, there's another bum sleeping?
Which is
I don't know how they saw it. Are you saying I don't know? I didn't see this news, but is that a fact? Like, did they step over a bloody body to go to the meeting?
This is what's been said. The only fact we know is that the guy was murdered. That's the only fact. But people have said that they stepped over the bodies. The meeting is a fact that it continued and it started on time.
I don't know. I don't want to hold any judgment because if I'm going to work and there's a dead body in front of my office, I'm not standing around like, hey, who is that? Like, I'm not gonna stand around trying to figure out.
Yeah, but if you're going to a work meeting and you realize that your fucking coworker is dead on the ground, you can be like, oh shit.
But yeah, that's if I know it's him. But if I just see a dead body and there's police and shit, I'm just gonna leave.
And on top of that, I have a thing against people that literally sit through crimes or accidents and just take pictures and do things. Like, I don't like that. So like, were they doing the right thing? You get me? Like, there's a lot of wrongdoing, but you can't just like, fuck them for not taking pictures and posting next to the body, you know, like, and continue with their life. And then also, millions of people die every single day, and that's just the sad truth about it.
Yeah, most of it because of healthcare. But anyway, walking over that body to get to work. Okay, let's say that's fine. Let's say that's whatever. You still got to get to work. I understand the world we live in. Starting your meeting on time, knowing that the CEO is dead.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know the CEO is dead. That's what I'm saying. You don't know who that body is. You're just going to work to the meeting.
And like, nobody recognized the fucking $1 million suit the fucking guy is wearing.
If you see the video, well, like, if you're not a suit person, you're definitely not gonna know how expensive the suit is.
But if you're rich, you know what other rich people wear.
That's 100%. But
just like people who wear streetwear know exactly what the other guy's wearing.
Also,
I don't judge people minding their business and going into the work.
Yeah, you know
I agreed with you on that. The part where I disagree is the whole meeting part. That part is just a little cold.
I disagree on it just because it's like, as you can see in the video, he was stumbling. He faced down first, like his face was down. So, and then in the angle he's like against a wall. You get me? So it's like I don't want to just like, it's hard to see, and it's 5 a.m. in the morning. It wasn't it like it was mad early. Like, it's not even
8 a.m.
You know what I feel bad about is I'm still thinking about it. Like, you guys keep talking, and I'm just thinking about how this guy got a job, and he's a CEO of this company. Like, he probably started wherever, I don't know, CEO somewhere else, and he became a CEO of this health insurance company. And then Steven's like, yeah, kill him.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still thinking.
It's his
I'm just,
fault that he runs a company. Like,
Yeah,
yo, that is
you have the options to create better rules. For example, the lady from Horizon, the CEO of Horizon's like, hey, if you go longer than you need to on for your anesthesia during surgery, we're going to charge you out of pocket. We will no longer cover that. That is a brutal ass fucking rule.
so.
That's a brutal ass policy.
Is your ideology now that someone should go murder her now because that's her policy?
No, I don't agree with murder, but if she is murdered, you are okay with other people being murdered because they can't afford your health insurance. That's the difference. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, your surgery got complicated, therefore now you owe us $50,000 because we had to extend your anesthesia for another 6 hours. Now you didn't physically murder the person, but that person can no longer afford life. You have $50,000 in debt.
So with that ideology, every president should be murdered, is what you're saying. Because every
No.
president has blood on their hands. So if you're saying like, oh, you're
right.
responsible for these deaths, then all right, then y'all should get lit up.
Okay, one is justification. Two, the other one is from greed. One is just pure greed. What's the point of? Okay, I want you to answer. Why are we denying the extension of anesthesia for patients who undergo complications during surgery? What's the logical reasoning for that besides wanting to save money?
I'm not too
Okay, so
informed in that
come up
world,
with a guess. Come up
but
with a guess.
I think like the CEO is the CEO, but the CEO answers to boards of directors. They answer to a lot of different things. So like they're leading the march per se, but like they have people to answer to, and there's
what's that?
deadlines, and there's like benchmarks you have to hit. So like they're not even focused. They're focused on that probably.
How about Steve Jobs? Steve Jobs got fired off his own company because of who? What's that called? The people on top of the owners of the company?
Board of directors, like
Board of
the
directors.
publicly traded companies.
They
It's like,
actually run shit. And let's be honest, bro. The medical system is a messed up world because you need people sick to make money. And that's something like this has been going on for ages. You feel
That's
me?
no. You don't need sick people to make money. You shouldn't be making money. Like, yes, you can make money. You don't need to be that greedy. There's no reason insurance needs to be $600 a month. For what? What am I paying? I don't even know what the fucking math is because I'm
you're
horrible on that.
paying.
$7,000 a year?
It's because you're paying for their staff. You're paying for people who actually are sick all the time and using it. Like it's like car insurance. Like how many times have you gotten in an accident in the last 3 years?
Zero.
No.
And all the money that you've paid for the last 3 years, you didn't use.
But that's not a necessity. That's
no, I know, but isn't
okay.
But it's an example. It's like a parallel.
Yeah, but it's a bad parallel because health insurance is a necessity. My car is not a necessity.
Yes.
Yeah,
But I'm talking about the format. I'm talking about the format.
Anyone.
Work. No.
Yeah. But I'm talking about the format of how money is made and moved around.
Okay.
It's the same way. It's like you didn't use it, but there's a girl that gets fucking shot medicine every week that has to pay $8,000 for, right? The insurance company is eating that. You know, she's paying into it, but she's not paying $8,000 or whatever. They're taking the money from the people that aren't using it, you know, that aren't using that health insurance. That's how the money's going around.
Yeah.
Is the last 3 years you didn't go to the hospital the last 3 years. Hey, but we have all these other people that are going to the hospital that we're paying.
And when you need a $100,000 procedure, your $600 a month, no matter how much you paid, it won't cover that. You get me?
No.
Somebody else $600 is helping you cover it. He just give me attitude. What's up with his face?
Oh, I think he froze mid attitude.
Yeah.
I think he froze. He froze.
Mid eye roll, you froze. I was like,
He froze like this. And also like we're speaking to the perspective that insurance is killing everybody who's assigned to them. Also, like there's other people who have health insurance who are lucky and love that they have this health insurance because it's helping them every day stay alive, be healthy.
The accountability to the people
those are privileged people who can afford $600.
No, but how about that accountability to the people that they tell you shouldn't eat sugar and they still eat sugar? You shouldn't eat fat and you still eat fat. Now you're sick. You get me? Like there's accountability in that. You know what I mean? Like let's not just point fingers.
I don't really agree with that because most doctors will smoke cigarettes and be like, "Yo, don't smoke cigarette while going on break after the fucking hit a bogey."
I'm saying there's decisions you also have the decision to live a better life. I've actually met somebody that was on the dying bed and they were like, the doctor told them you can't drink alcohol, and the first thing he said is like, I'm gonna die happy. I don't care what you tell me, so I'm gonna continue drinking my alcohol.
But there are conditions. There are conditions where the slightest bit of fucking for example, you can't eat sugar, right? The slightest bit of sugar that you eat, even if it's just a tiny bit, affects you greatly, much more than it affects the next person. There are health conditions that makes everything different. So is that person supposed to hold on? Is that person supposed to be miserable because they can't eat any sugar whatsoever just to sustain an extremely long life? I think it goes back to the quality of life versus quantity of life.
And I totally understand that. I'm glad you brought that. You're speaking on the 1%, and just like how you speak on the 1%, you're also talking about
1% of people have complications. Is that what you're saying?
No. The extreme complications. Damn.
Most of these complications are not extreme. They're very simple. For example, your parathyroid or your thyroid issues. A lot of people gain a fuck ton of weight, lose their hair, or can't lose weight because they're thyroid, and which is an extremely common issue, right? Or example, for most men, almost every fucking guy has a problem pissing, and it's because
I'm good.
State.
I'm good too.
I'm good. Don't put it out there.
My fault. The 2 out of the 300 million that live in America.
I'm so good at pee.
Wait. Hold on. He said the 2 out of 3 million. What's up with your prostate, boy?
I don't know. I did blood work. Listen, after I lost all this weight, I did my blood work. Everything came out good. You know what I'm saying?
Flag. I don't know what you're
Everything came out good. I still piss a lot. I don't know if it's because I drink a lot of water, but I be pissing a lot.
You got a thumb in the prostate?
I'm sorry. I want to change this. I want to change this subject.
Please.
Tell me, because like I want people to understand this. Like me and Chris, I go to the gym. Chris does yoga with tights on, and
But you're not talking about me, right?
yeah, you. What is it that you do? What is it that you do? The CrossFit. Yeah, he does CrossFit. Yeah, Lululemon thing. Whatever the case might be. What made you? Because we were on it for so long, and you're like, nah. What made you change? And also, like, how did you feel when you realized, like, oh shit, they were saying like this is what they were meant. Like, how was that feeling? Like when you achieved that goal that you so much wanted. Like, tell me about that.
I know exactly like when I was like, yo, I'm gonna just go to the gym. So I was laying in my bed after work, and I'm like, damn, I got mad free time. Like, what am I supposed to do? Just sleep until tomorrow? Like, I don't got shit to do.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go somewhere. And I'm into like vape and shit like that. So I put on a vape shirt, and that shit was tight as fuck. And I was like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to the gym. That's literally what happened.
It's the clear sign.
That's literally what happened. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym. And I went to the gym, and then I was like, you know what, fuck it. I don't do nothing every day. I forced myself for like 3 months. I did not miss a single day. 3 months, 90 fucking days straight to the gym. And then it became a thing where I was like, I'm going to the gym. Yeah, it became a habit. It's like, all right, I'm going to the gym.
Because I try to preach that to people. Like, they'll be like, oh, how can you go to the gym? How can you think? And like, you're tired and this and that. I'll be like, yo, the need has to overcome that want. The want to stay in home, the wanting not to go to the gym. You need to want to be better for yourself. So you could think that's right. Like,
I think the hardest thing is going. I tell like a lot of my friends are like, oh, like what did you do? And I'm like, I literally just went to the gym for 90 days straight until it became a thing where my friends are like, stop texting me to play a game because they knew I was at the gym at that time. They already knew that I was at the gym at that time. And then it became a thing where it's like, damn, I don't want to go to the gym. But when I got to the gym, I was like, I put my headphones on, I changed my clothes, and I was like, oh, I feel the hype. You know what I'm saying? You just started going up.
The guy who owns the gym I go to always says, shout out to Mark. He always says,
shout out to Mark.
Yeah, he always says, like, you never regret a workout. He always says that you never regret the workout. You always.
I don't know, brother. There be some leg days where I struggle to walk from my bed to my computer for work, and I'm like, yo, I don't know if I want to do that.
You feel great the very next day. Even your soreness, your tightness, you feel amazing. You're like, I did that.
Like you accomplished something, you know?
Yeah.
Nah, honestly,
there's three. There's something I read that was like, you need 3 things to have a fulfilled day, which is a mind workout, which is reading, like doing things like that. A soul workout, which is like doing things that you like, in the sense like listening to music, writing down, like like anything that feeds your soul. And then there's a physical one, which is working out. And if you do those 3, you will feel so complete during that day. You'll be able to go to sleep just like that the moment you lay on your bed.
Honestly,
that's true.
One thing that really kept me going to the gym was seeing the changes, especially when I discovered the fucking pump. Yo, so there was one day where I was like, I didn't feel like I was losing any weight. I could see it on the scale, but I didn't feel like I didn't see it. I did
Yeah.
backs, traps, and forearms. I was fucking bored.
Nah,
And then
that's boring. Tell
that
him,
was the
tell him the real reason. You started seeing more dick. Tell him the real reason, dog. Start flexing that shit. You know what I mean? That's why
He
you
saw,
gotta hit the
he
gym.
saw
You
the
know what I'm
growth.
saying?
He saw the growth. He was like, hold
Nah,
on.
nah, nah.
Yeah.
The
I did back.
extendo.
I did back, and then I was like, wait, I could see my what is this bone? I forgot what this
Collarbone.
shit was. Your clavicle, yeah. I
He don't
started
even
seeing
know.
this shit.
He didn't even know.
I don't remember.
He a whole paramedic. He didn't even know what the hell this bone is right here.
Bro, you think that like if I was saving someone, I'd be like, yeah, check their fucking
Yo,
collarbone.
Yo, no
I'm like, yo, right there.
That's word, and I was like, "What the fuck did he just say, bro?" And you couldn't find collarbone. That's just crazy.
Clavicle.
Clavicle, yeah.
Clavicle.
So I started seeing my clavicle, and then my traps were like poking. I was like, oh shit. And then I started seeing the veins in my hands, and I was like, wow, this is what happens when you lose the fucking fat everywhere.
No cat, that little pump when your vein comes out, you feel like you're
Yeah.
Arnold, like you're
Yeah,
like.
I want them on my forearm so bad, but I got it on my hands so far.
You'll get that. You'll get that.
Yeah.
Like people have that the people start this journey whenever they are ready to start it, or whenever they want to start it. It's like
Yeah.
it's almost like quitting cigarettes. It's like you can want that for someone for so long.
Yeah.
But like sometimes like the people nagging you to do something makes you not want to do it, you know?
It's just not in them.
And they have to make the choice themselves to change whatever it is, to do whatever they want to do. They have to put on that babe shirt and look like Ezekiel Elliott. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to do that before they make the choice themselves.
No, facts.
100%. And like at the gym, they always say that the workout should be like hygiene. It's just something you have to do every day. It's like not even a choice. It's hygiene. It's like jumping in the shower every day. It's like same thing. You got to go get a workout in, no matter how small it is. Just go get a workout in.
And honestly, the most important thing about the gym is for yourself. And I'm living by this beautiful quote I read recently that was like, you should live life to impress yourself. You feel me? And that's why you should go to the gym. Like impress yourself. Show that you can do it. Anything you want to do that you haven't done, show yourself that you could do it, because that becomes a trickle effect. It's like a little snowball that you throw it down the Mount Everest. When it hits the ground, that is a meteor that is gonna hit the ground. You feel me? So like little compound movements turn out to big things, and that's all you should do.
I think another thing that people should not avoid, but like accept is, I don't want to say bad workouts, but bad days at the gym. Like they just exist. There are some days where I've gone to the gym, I did like 10, 15 minutes, and I was like, this ain't for me today. Like, I made it, but I'm gonna go home. I'll try again tomorrow.
There's a thing that says a successful gym is having three things. It's having a bad day, a good day, and a medium day. Because if you have too many bad days, you're doing something wrong. If you're having too many medium days, you're not going hard enough. And if you're doing too many good days, man, you're definitely doing something wrong, because you're not like, there's no such thing as too many good days. You feel me? So you need a mixture of all three. And when you have a mixture of three, you understand that you're doing the gym right. And there's no such thing as completing the gym.
That's like sometimes when I look at what's the workout today, and it's a workout that I absolutely hate, or like a movement. I was like, for example, I hate doing a thruster. So a thruster is when you clean the bar here and you squat it.
Yeah.
And you when you come up, you stand up with it all the way.
Okay.
I hate that movement. I don't know why. I just absolutely hate that movement. And so whenever I see it on there, I feel like the inner bitch in me being like, nah, don't go. Like,
you gotta shut that hoe up.
Yeah, we should just stay home. And the inner bitch has won sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they win a lot of times.
I think another thing people have to learn, like this is, I guess you could call this a tip, is the gym isn't like what the next guy is doing. It's you and your own body. Like everything you do at the gym is going to be a learning process, 100%.
Yeah.
Like I had to come home and be like, all right, like, am I doing this shit right? Because I don't feel it. And then I would YouTube the workout, and I'm like, oh, okay, I see. And then after you get that down, you're gonna start realizing that there are certain workouts that give you a much better stretch versus like the next guy who does, something different, and you feel and they feel it a lot more.
Or they're doing 20 more pounds than you, but your form is better.
Yeah.
So you're
doing
feeling
more.
it.
Yeah, you're doing more than them there. Yeah, 100%.
And it's crazy.
Yeah,
it'd be like an inch. Like tuck it in a little bit, and you
Yeah,
feel all
yeah.
the difference.
You're doing a whole
Yeah.
different body,
Yeah,
a whole
yeah,
different body workout. Yeah,
Yo, isn't this crazy? We talking to Steve, and Steve is like, "That's crazy. This is crazy, yo."
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Oh, 2024 was pretty good for me. 2025 is about the money now.
It's gonna be better.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like it. Like it.
I like
Yo,
this a lot.
talking about 2025, Trump got elected. That's something new. You know what I'm saying?
That's something new. Yep, that happened. I didn't know what was gonna happen because I'm very much in Trump town, right here in Texas. So so I didn't know what was gonna happen for a while when Kamala switched and she was now the person running for president, not Biden. At first, I was like, I was like, oh, that's a bad idea because they didn't pick her, right? She didn't get picked to be the running mate or anything like that. And then and then I just saw this wave online, honestly, obviously. I saw this wave of support online. And I was like, holy crap, she's gonna win. I just saw this crazy amount of support. And I thought like, oh, the women were gonna take her to the podium, like she was gonna win it.
Yeah.
And then Trump got shot. And then I was like, oh, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
About to Mini Man.
I was like, it's a wrap. Forget about how you feel about politics. As soon as he got shot, I was like, oh, it's a wrap. It's a
It's
dub,
the,
bro.
it's the WWE, brother.
Yeah, come on,
Honestly,
bro.
after this election, I realized that a lot of this politic thing comes down to popularity. It really
Of
does.
course.
It really
Yeah,
does.
bro. You know what I don't know who I saw talk about this, but they were saying like how like Trump's rise is all like just like wrestle like WWF. It's like all like wrestling, Vince McMahon shit. And then it was like even his the education the Secretary of Education is Vince
That's
McMahon's wife.
Vince McMahon's wife. It's Linda McMahon,
It's Linda McMahon.
which
He's
is
like, yo,
insane. But
yeah, which is
It
insane.
is.
But
It dead ass is. Oh my
it
God.
dead ass is.
That is crazy. I did not know that. That is
you know what I
crazy.
mean? You know what I wonder too? And everybody listening to this, we don't know shit about politics, so just put it out there. But you know what I wonder too is like how much does the face of any of these positions matter? Like secretary of this, secretary of that.
I don't
Like,
think it's not the face that matters. It's the position.
because they're just
Or
managing, right?
you,
And a bigger scale, they're just the manager of whatever department it is.
well, yeah, but you're also in charge. Like you hold responsibility for that, so you have to make changes. You get what I'm saying? Like the whole reason that they're getting rid of the Department of Education is because technically it's not the best, but getting rid of it isn't any better. You get what I'm saying?
But
Correct me
getting
if
rid
I'm
of it,
wrong.
are they? If they get rid of it, they're just like doing like the abortion thing. They're putting it to the state. You decide. What you're
No,
gonna do?
it'll be ran by the Department of Treasury. So it's going to be ran by people who are knowledgeable of money and how money works, but not on how education works and demographics, etc.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That,
I don't know if it was Thomas Edison or Benjamin Franklin that said like, "Hey, I don't have a PhD, but I sure did buy 100 of them because I have 100
Do that.
people under me that have PhDs." You get me? So
Yeah.
like that plays a big part on it too. And that in the sense of, I also believe they're just faces. You feel me? Like they just
Yeah.
get controlled.
yeah, but these are also people who, very much will either approve or deny the things the president say. Because technically the president doesn't have any power, but the people around him can provide him that power, right? So if you say, oh, I want to do this, and, everything is
Go through.
mixed, then you can get an honest, decision made, right? If you can get 100% approval from two people who don't like each other, you're doing something right, right?
Mhm.
But if you get 100% approval from everyone likes you, then technically, are you doing something right, or does everybody just like you? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You mean like when you appoint, like if Trump appoints like people that like his
Or
people,
his buddies,
like,
yeah.
his buddies and shit. Yeah, I think that's kind of the tactic though. Like, let's say, forget about how you feel about any politician or any candidate. Let's say, Trump is in. Whoever's, we're not gonna call him Trump. Let's say John is in, right? And John is like, I want to make this country better. Like, I know I can make this country better, but there's people on this board that's gonna stop me. Like, there's like my ex is on this board. Like, I can't let her put her on this board. Like, she's not gonna prove anything I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I got all these other people over here. I'm not gonna prove anything I want to do. Let me clean this out and let me put Christian over here. Let me put Steven over here. Let me put this person over here. Let me put my brother over here, So that way, whenever I want to do something, if I want to clean the swamp, right? I
But
want to clean the swamp. They're going to help me
I'm
do
mad
it.
at that because I'm not on the board, but whatever.
What?
you're the president, brother. We just said.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you're the president.
I was the president. Oh okay,
Yeah,
okay,
you're the
okay,
president.
Okay.
I think the only problem I have with that is that you're not putting the best interest of America first. There, you're putting your own
But
interest.
but John thinks he is. John
Yeah,
is
but
like,
that's not true, right? Like, for example, if you guys agreed with everything I said, you know what I'm saying, and didn't nag me and just were like, yeah, I'd probably still be in my bed and we'd probably not be doing this podcast and I probably wouldn't have lost all this weight. You get what I'm saying? Like, you need someone who is, I don't want to say against you, but doesn't agree with you in order to go
you need
up.
someone to challenge you, right? You need someone to
Yeah,
challenge
you
you.
need someone to challenge you. You can't just have
But
yes men around you. I think that's also like why our group chat is great, is because we don't have yes men just sitting everywhere.
yeah, like we all
have
think
strong opinions about
we all think
everything.
very differently. Like Steven wants CEOs to get murdered and
You
shit.
get
And
killed,
I think
I
that's
didn't
not
say
right.
that.
But
I didn't say that.
you know what I mean?
I just
You know what I mean?
I equated that, hey man, a soul for a soul. You make the rules. I didn't say it's
Yo, am
right.
I tripping? Yo, let's close it out here. Put in the comments, am I tripping? Am I not seeing something? Is Steven right? Like, if someone is responsible for deaths, no matter how far away they are from the situation, do they deserve justice? Or, like, how will you put it, Steven? Like, is that you're saying is justice? Like, that's just justice.
I don't think it's justice, right? Because who are we to decide justice? You know, depending on your beliefs, your religion, etc.
Yeah.
That person or that higher power creates justice. I will never know what real justice is. Also, watch anime; you'll get a better understanding of justice. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my man's Pain, but um,
Yeah, he's dope.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me
He's dope.
explain to you who Payne is. He wanted to basically clear a whole town just for his ideals.
yeah,
Payne? His name is
Yeah,
Payne?
his name is,
Payne. Yeah.
yes.
He
His
wanted
his
people
his
to
prime belief is that in order for the world to have peace, everyone
need
has to
Payne.
experience the same exact pain. Therefore, you would no longer be, you wouldn't be able to not relate to the person next to you. You can take the rich and the poor. The rich have no idea what the poor go through because they were never poor. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
talking about someone who went from nothing to something, but someone who's born rich would never have any clue of like,
Yeah.
being poor. For example, I was at a little party yesterday, and this kid was like, "Oh yeah, like my parents paid for my fucking he was like a pharmaceutical fucking doctor or some shit like that. He's like, my parents paid for all that shit, and he's like, they got me this, bro. This motherfucker's iPhone Apple Watch was like this big, and he's like, yeah, they got me this as a gift, like it's something light, and I'm like, that's light, bro. I'm like, that's like, you know what I got? I got probably a cupcake for fucking graduating through middle
I
school. You
mean,
know what I mean?
Apple Watch like $20 a month on your
Yeah,
T-Mobile bill. Nothing crazy.
and I stole mine, so it's like it doesn't make me
Nothing
rich
crazy. Nothing
either.
like.
So.
No, but your
Yeah.
parents gifting you, like that's besides the point. You get
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
know.
saying? Like, if you can't, like, Payne's entire message
Funny
was like,
pot.
if
No
everyone
joke.
experiences the same pain, you can't create more because you can relate to the guy next to you. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Murder.
So he was putting people through pain, or he was murdering people.
He
was
just
murdering
wiped
people.
everyone. He just
he was murdering
yeah,
people.
because his town was murdered by that other town. So he was like, all right, you guys killed all of my people. I want you to understand why I'm upset. And then he was like, I want
So
to
it
find your
was
leader.
it was the pharma against literally the killing of the CEO. It was literally he was the killer and the people were the CEOs. Type of thing.
Kinda, I guess. Not really, because experiencing pain while dying isn't, you just die. That's it. I think that
Yeah.
it's more of a message that, like, hey, we have millions of people dying. You guys are making horrible rules, which was proved right after by saying that complications during surgery will not be covered under your anesthesia won't be covered after. That's a horrible fucking rule, to be fucking quite honest. Because then, honestly, like, you kind of deter doctors. Doctors are like, have to rush because if not, the patients, good-hearted doctors, I want to say at least, will be like, oh, we got to hurry this operation up. They only have like 3 more hours of anesthesia left. You get what I'm saying? Like, also, they asked someone how long they think, a major double fucking heart surgery would take. And they were like 30-40 minutes. And the guy was like, no, it would take almost 8 hours, which is crazy that, like, you can't be making up rules when you have no idea how long something takes. You have no idea how long it would take to fucking perform heart surgery, yet you think it's 40 fucking minutes, and you're like, oh, you shouldn't be longer than that.
You know what's crazy though? Like I'm in corporate America, and like that's the case with like not everyone, but there are people in high positions that don't know what goes on every day. You know, they don't know what's going on day to day down at the local level of their business.
Yeah.
And structurally, there are people in place that will help, like, you not be blind to what's going on. There's people in place that will be like a middleman between like the local business, the actual point of the business, and then the execs and stuff. There's like, but things get lost in translation. Some people don't know, so it's like That, believe it or not, exists a lot.
Also, shout out Mark Cuban. He's the only billionaire I want to say with at least some decency. He knew this was going to happen. Therefore, he opened up his own pharmaceutical company where he only charges enough to pay the people who are employed. That's it. He doesn't. I think he said he makes like 3 or 4% profit on this. He's like, I make enough money. He's like, I'm doing this because I don't want to die. He's like, I know I'm a billionaire. He's like, but this will help, and people won't be angry at me. And I'm like, I guess that's valid. That's something you did something.
Wait, so are you? Hold on. I know. Are you under the belief that every billionaire is evil?
Billionaire, yes.
That's where my theory about him having a bad look on money will prevent him mentally, subconsciously from getting to that level.
I think those are two different things. A billionaire has no idea how much money they have, to be quite fucking honest. They own assets. They don't actually have any fucking cash. They own things, and then they're like, oh, I need some money. I'm going to sell this. They don't actually own any cash. Or they have a bunch of borrowed fucking money. But,
for example, I wouldn't say that's the case for every billionaire, but like, yeah, a lot of it's assets, not just money in the bank. The money in the bank. They don't have $1 billion in the bank, but they probably have a lot.
I'm exaggerating. I'm exaggerating. Yeah. Obviously, they have money in the bank. You know what I mean? But the whole premise is they don't really see that money. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, oh, I need this much money. Their accountant's like, here you go. You get what I'm saying? Like,
if you want to keep seeing us, like and subscribe, follow. We on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. Did I say any of the actual recording things that we're on? Like and subscribe.
We're on everything.
Listen, it'll be in the links. Also, something new. Make sure you are here Tuesday, 9 p.m. We'll be live. You can tell us what you want to talk about.
Word.
The jokes will be live. None of it's edited. John might say something racist. We don't know. Just be there live.
Why did you put racism on me? That's crazy, bro.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
we need one bad. You know what I'm saying? You need one evil person in every story.
He said time will tell.
Time will tell. Let's see if he's wrong.
You gotta have one bad character in every story, John. It's just
tune in.
Your hat's on backwards.
I just want to say thank you for everybody that's been listening. All 5 of y'all, we love y'all.
5 million.
Yeah. Yay listens.
Yeah,
shout out Yay.
You know what I'm saying?
Peace.
I hope peace.